If you're struggling to find your first product for Amazon, you're not alone. Most beginners get stuck right here. But today, I'm going to show you a simple sourcing method that actually works, even if you have zero experience. It's called reverse sourcing, and once you learn it, you'll never look at Amazon the same way again. My name is Desmond. I'm a full-time Amazon seller, and my goal is to help as many other people start and scale Amazon businesses so you can quit that 9 to 5 that you hate and buy your time back to do the things you enjoy. So let's hop into my screen and I'm going to show you how to find your first Amazon online arbitrage product. If you're totally new to Amazon, there's going to be two softwares you absolutely have to get started. Number one is a profit calculator. I prefer RevSeller. That's going to be this little box right here. It's a Chrome extension that pops up on every Amazon product page, and it gives us some basic information about the sales velocity of a product, and it calculates our profit numbers while accounting for FBA fees, inbound shipping, and sales tax. It's super important to have your numbers be legitimate, and RevSeller is a good way to do that. There's no guesswork. It's only 99 bucks a year. I'll put the link in the description if you want to check it out. Now there are some other softwares that do exactly the same thing and charge you about 3 times as much. So just use what works for you. I like to cut my costs as much as possible. So check out RevSeller, and again, the link is in the description. The second subscription software that you're going to have to be successful on Amazon is called Keepa, and that's going to be this big chart here at the bottom. In a nutshell, Keepa is basically a price history chart for every product that's on Amazon. You can see here I can go back for the entirety of the time this product has ever been available on Amazon. That's super important when you're doing product research because we want to find products that are stable in price, and our demand can be seen here in the top chart via the sales rank, which is this green line, and we can also see our supply, which is going to be this offer count line. That's how many sellers are currently on this product. Both of those are really important when you're finding good, stable products to invest in. I will link that one in the description as well. Both of these are absolute necessities if you're going to be successful on Amazon. Now, there's a ton of other tools that make life a lot easier, but these are the only two that are absolutely necessary. SalesGazer is a really good way to find sales that are going on. It's totally free, so check out this website, salesgazer.com. That's actually how I ran across this product. It allows you to sign up for promotional emails from companies, basically without flooding your personal inbox. I ran across this SodaStream promotional email this weekend, and they're doing a buy one get one free sale, which is always a great time to source products for Amazon. I'll back out to the inbox here just so you can see hundreds and hundreds of promotional emails that go to the SalesGazer inbox instead of my personal email. It just keeps things a little more organized. So go check out SalesGazer. It's a really good way to know what's going on sales wise in the Amazon world. After finding out the SodaStream brand was having a buy one get one free sale, I took that information over to Keepa Product Finder and put in a couple filters. I'm not going to talk about that in this video, but if you want to learn more about Keepa Product Finder and how to use it, I'm going to link another video up top here. It's a very, very powerful product research tool, but this product came up in my search. You can see here in my checkout, I just double checked to make sure that this coupon actually worked because sometimes they don't, but it did for today. So I'm getting these orange soda at about $3 a piece. This is a 2-pack, so I'm looking at $6 total cost for two. I'm buy boxing at $22.25, and basically that's going to give me just under a $3 profit, 46% ROI. The ROI is really good on this product, but the net profit is a little lower than I like to be. My target is typically $3 and at least 30% ROI. But I scrolled down to the Keepa chart and noticed that this was a very, very stable product. I can look out to the year chart and see the price has not fluctuated much, and the sales velocity seems to be relatively consistent. I can tell that by the offer count here, which is continuously moving up and down. We're not seeing any big spikes in offer count, and It's just a really good happy Keepa chart. You will hear me say that a ton in my videos. This is the definition of a happy Keepa chart. We've got price stability, which is this pink buy box line here, and we've got good supply and demand balance. So our offer count's not spiking crazy, and it's just nice and happy, up and down, flowing. So that makes for a really good product to reverse source, which is what I'm talking about in today's videos. Reverse sourcing is a easy hack to multiply leads. You're basically letting other sellers do the hard work for you, and this is a really good example of how to do that. So we're going to come into RevSeller here and look at our offers. This is going to show us all the other sellers on this product. And we're basically going to pick on a few. We're going to click on a few storefronts and see what other products they have for sale. Hopefully we can find some profitable ones because we want to let other sellers do the hard work. Makes it easy. When you're trying to figure out what sellers to reverse source, I've got a couple tricks for you, just some stuff that I've kind of picked up with over the years. You want to look at storefronts that have a certain number of ratings, and you can see that just by scrolling through here. For example, this first one, this guy's got 4,100 reviews. That's probably going to be a little too many to reverse source, especially if you're a beginner Amazon seller. For me, the kind of sweet spot for reverse sourcing seems to be between 25 and about 250 reviews. That's a good sweet spot for sellers who aren't absolutely brand new to Amazon, because new sellers make a ton of mistakes, and that's totally fine, and you will, and I did, and everybody does. There's nothing to worry about. But when we're reverse sourcing, we want to kind of weed out those sellers. But capping it at 250 keeps you at a little bit of a smaller online arbitrage seller, and that just makes reverse sourcing a lot easier, because once you get past that, you're really dealing with very experienced sellers that probably know stuff that you don't, and that's fine. You're going to be one of those one day, especially if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Flip Finder Network, because I'm here to help you become that advanced seller that other people can't reverse source because you just know all the good sauce. But I was scrolling through this one, and this guy kind of reached out to me. He's got 172 ratings. He's got a little bit low rating count, 65%, but that's not something I super worry about when I'm reverse sourcing. So I'm just going to click into his storefront here, and let's see if we can find some other profitable products. Now, when you use RevSeller and you click into a storefront like this, they make reverse sourcing super easy, because I can instantly see the top brands that this seller is carrying. And I noticed one of them was SodaStream, which is great for us because we know SodaStream is currently on sale. We can see that he's got 31 different products from this brand. So what I can do from here is just click on this SodaStream, and now I'm filtering this seller storefront to specifically that brand. That's going to make my life super easy. So let's scroll through here and see if we can find a couple of profitable products. We've got the Keepa chart overlay here in RevSeller, and what I'm looking for is those happy Keepa charts. And what I'm seeing in these first couple ones here is we've got a lot of Amazon presence. Now, as you advance as an Amazon seller, you may want to sell alongside of or against Amazon. I do not recommend that for beginners. It's a little bit complicated. It can be done successfully, but as a new Amazon seller, you're going to want to avoid any products that Amazon is actively selling on. Amazon is on all three or all four of these top products here. You can see that by this kind of orange shading that goes on below that pink buy box line. So let's scroll through these and try to find a couple that maybe Amazon's not on. And it looks like we've got a couple right here. I'm also paying attention to my max cost here. So I already know with this sale, I'm paying about $3 per unit. So if I see this max cost at $4.23 for a 2-pack, I know that this is probably not going to be profitable. Let's keep scrolling here. We got a 3-pack for $6. Again, not going to be profitable. This is the listing we actually just came from. You can see our max cost is $7. We were getting these for $3 a piece, so we'd be under that max cost. That's why that one was profitable. It's got a nice happy Keepa chart. And just below that, we've got another one that's definitely going to be profitable. We've got another 2-pack. Max cost here is $10, so our profit's going to be a little better on that. Let's open this one up and take a look at the data. If we put in our buy cost here of $6, we can see at a $26.70 sales price, we're making almost $8 per sale and 132% ROI. Those are extremely good numbers, and this is a really good rank for this product. 14,800 in grocery is a very fast selling product. If you are a beginner, you probably want to stick to under 100,000 in grocery and gourmet food category specifically. In other bigger categories, you can probably up that to 150 or maybe even 200,000 if you're selling clothing. But that's not the only thing we need to look at before we decide to buy this product. We want to make sure that product is stable and that price is going to hold. So we scroll down to our Keepa chart here and take a look at the data. We can see that our offer count here, which is this blue kind of purple blue line at the bottom, is at a historical low for the year. That has caused this price to reach a new high. So this would be considered an inflated price. Now, it is very profitable, but this price is probably not going to hold for the long term, but that doesn't necessarily make this a bad buy. We've got to pay attention to this, what we call floor price. So you can see the rest of the last year, this price has stayed relatively stable right around the $21, $22 range. It peaks up a little bit higher at times, but when it comes back down, it always really never goes below a $20 mark at least, but it likes to hang out between 20 and 22 bucks. So if we can still be profitable at the $20 to $22 range, this is still a really great buy. So we scroll back up to our profit calculator. Let's change the sale price to 22. At 22 bucks, we're still making almost a $4 profit, 65% ROI. That's a really great first product. And even if we come down to that $20 mark, which is our low for the year, we're still making a couple bucks. We're not quite where we want to be profit-wise, but we're not losing money. And that's really the biggest thing to think about when you're a new seller. You want to buy products that you can sell and at least not lose money while you're learning the ropes. So this is a really good example of a first product. From here, we just repeat the process. We have created a system, we've proven it works, and now it's just repetition. And that's the biggest takeaway you need to get from this video. Amazon is all about creating processes that work and following those processes and repeating them over and over again until you build a big list of profitable products. So let's hop back into that other seller storefront and see if we can find another winner. It looks like this next one's probably going to be a winner as well. Our max cost here is $8.50. We know we were buying these at $6 for a 2-pack. Definitely going to be profitable here. Another really good example of a good first product. Making over $5 profit here, 92% ROI. Another really good ranked product. Take a look at the Keepa chart. It looks almost the same. Very stable Keepa chart. Nice, happy Keepa chart here. We've got some good price stability over the year. Our offer count's nice and happy. It's moving up and down, which lets us know people are making sales. This is easy stuff. All you have to do is repeat this process over and over. If you go through this seller storefront, you will probably find several more products that are profitable. A really good example of a good storefront to reverse source. There's going to be another one right here. Max costs $8.37. We're buying these at $6. Another really good profitable product. And from there, once you run out of products on this storefront, we've also got 2 or 3 or 4 other listings that we could reverse source as well. So we could take a look at the sellers that are on this product. So now we've got another list of over 10 sellers that are selling this product. You can see how easy it is to multiply your leads using reverse sourcing. If you want help evaluating deals like the pros, make sure you download the Flip Finder Network free sourcing checklist. I will link it in the description below. It's an 8-step process to show you exactly what to look for in a lead before you click buy. Also, if you want to connect with other sellers, ask questions, or just hang out with Amazon people, join the Flip Finder Network free Discord channel. The link is also in the description. And lastly, if you want to stop all the guesswork, start flipping now, and you don't have time to find your own leads, check out Flip Finder Network Full Access. You get full access to our personal VA's lead sheets. you can get between 75 and 90 plus leads a month. I think this month ended with 92, and I think we've got a couple days left of the month. Our average this month was over $7 profit per unit and over 50% ROI. It's available now. We're limited to 10 slots. We've already got a couple people signed up. We just launched this last week. If you use coupon code LEADS, you'll get 50% or $50 discount off of your first 3 months. Check it out. The link is in the description. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment any questions you have. I'm more than happy to help anyone out there. I want to see everybody succeed, and we'll see you on the next one.